Hi everyone, it's Karen here with a set of mixed media ATCs using Prima Finnabair Art Alchemy-Opal Magic waxes and amazing cast resin. Enjoy! I was really excited to try out this new product I bought called Amazing Casting Resin. This project is inspired by Cuttlebug. She came up with this technique, and I'm linking her video below so you can see what she did with the technique. And Heather Thompson also did a similar with the same technique that Cuttlebug did. She did another project, so I'm linking both these projects in the description area if you want to see them. So this product is really cool. It's forms of resin. All you do is you take both liquids and you mix them together. Then you stir them into a little cup until they get a little bit cloudy. And then once it's clear, which is just a few seconds of stirring, you put it into a plastic embossing folder. I basically poured it onto one of the sides of the embossing folders, and with the stick I just spread it all around until it made a whole rectangle. Then I took another embossing folder and did the same thing to get a different pattern. I used two old embossing folders from Cuttlebug that I had, and it doesn't really matter which ones you used. It's just a technique that's important, and it only takes 10 minutes, and you can see here it already basically casted, and I'm just removing it, and the embossing folder is completely clean. So that's what's nice about this. I can remove the actual resin, and it creates this really nice pattern in the actual resin with the embossing folder. That just got stuck into my wax paper, which I had put below. I put a Deli paper underneath so it would not stick to my mat underneath. Then I took a cutter and I just wanted to create ATC size cards. So I just cut out the edges so I could create a 2.5 by 3.5 card to create my ATC. This technique is really cool. I love this product, and you can use it for molds or to create backgrounds, whatever you want. So it's a very cool technique of using your old embossing folders that might be sitting there for a while and just creating some other projects with them. So I ended up with 3 ATC sized cards, backgrounds, and they're not perfect. They have some few rips and imperfections, but that's what I like about this, that I can use it for the background, and it's still fun to do. And I use now the black gesso, Prima Marketing Finnabair black gesso, to just cover the background in all 3 cards. My main focus on this video was to use the Prima Finnabair Art Alchemy-Opal Magic waxes. I used all 5 of them: vintage silk, green brocade, royal robes, blue velvet, and turquoise satin. The beautiful thing about the opal magic is that they react differently depending on your background. So they will react differently if you put black gesso or you put white gesso in the background. In this case, when you put the black gesso, the pigment, which is the mica underneath, comes out and the really nice metallic colors come out. If you put it on a white gesso, then you will get a very nice satin kind of look, kind of beigey and very glimmery. But this time I covered the background in the black gesso so I could get these really nice metallic colors. And I worked and mixed them all together with a paintbrush and went all around so I could get a mixture of the different colors in the background. When you apply them to the background, the embossed part of the card that I did comes out and it really sticks out, which is the nice part about the previous technique that I did in this video. So here I'm mixing some of the turquoise color with a little bit of the blue robes, which is kind of a purpley color, and then a little bit of the pinkish color. So all together make a really nice background for these cards. The next step in the video, it was filmed on a different day, and by then I got a new camera, so you will notice that there's a difference in the brightness of the video, which is really good and it works much better, and you will like it as you can see the colors more vibrant in the background. My next step was to add some embellishments. I took some Prima Marketing wood icons. These are old wood icons that I've been collecting, and you see it's in a little Ziploc bag. And I'll link some of them below with the supplies, because all the supplies again are linked in the description area below. And I just used some that I found. These are leftover ones from different packages, and I'll list some of the ones that I have. So all I'm doing here again is covering each one of the icons with the Prima Finnabair black gesso. I took each of the wood icons and I placed them on one of the ATCs and I arranged them the way I like them. Then I took the Opal Magic waxes again and I just colored in all the wood icons and blended the colors together the way I like them to match the cards. You see here I am using my finger to rub the wax on the wood icons. Before I used the brush, and now I'm using my finger because I want to be more precise. And that just shows you that you can use the waxes in many different ways with many different tools. I love using my finger just because it's very precise and you can actually get into the small little areas from the wood icons. To add some texture, I added a little bit of metallic thread. This is a copper-like color, and I used the soft matte gel medium from Prima to glue the string onto the background. While the gel was still wet, I sprinkled a little bit of copper-colored glitter from Martha Stewart just to add a little bit of extra texture, and then glued my wood icons onto the background, into the first card. And then I took an extra wood icon. This one has a word in it, and just to have the message on my ATC. So I added a little bit more glitter, and then I let it dry. The first ATC actually let it dry for a while because I got interrupted. So if you see in the next frame that it's fully dried and the gel completely dried clear. Then when I came back to do the other ones, I did the same method. I added some of the metallic string with the gel, added some glitter, and then glued the wood icons again. I want to mention also the mat behind my work. That is a Ken Oliver mat, and it's the large mat that I got, although it comes in 2 different sizes. And I have to say that I've been looking for a mat for a while to kind of have it nicely looking in the background from my videos, but it also, I found that it's really good, and it clings everything so nothing moves when you're working with it, and at the same time so easy to clean, and it doesn't stain with the different mediums that I use. So I do highly recommend this mat if you don't have one, or if the one from another company might have gotten really filthy, or it doesn't work well for you anymore. So this is the one I replaced with. I really love the metallic hues that the Opal Magic waxes give to the background and to the wood icons, and I wanted to kind of have everything matching and shine, and that the waxes were perfect for this specific technique. Thank you so much for watching. For more inspiration, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye!